Hello, and welcome back to Octopath Traveler. Today, we'll be doing Olberic's Chapter 4, and I'm very excited for this one. You make your way to Riverford, where you hope to find the mercenary Werner, the man behind the fall of Hornburg. The story so far. In Wellspring, Olberic reunited with Erhardt. It was there that his erstwhile comrade had sought atonement for his deeds. The two crossed blades, and with that act, the truth was told. Erhardt told Olberic about Werner, a former sellsword and the very man who had orchestrated the fall of Hornburg. Such a fiend is too dangerous for this world. I will stop him. I must. Gone are the doubts that plagued Olberic's heart. To protect the people from harm, this is why he wields his blade. As he came to Riverford, the very air was thick with unease and fear. Oi, you! If you want in town, get in the queue and wait for your turn with the rest. Queue? Ah, beg your pardon. A gentleman, I presume, unless I misjudge your polished bearing. Tell me, sir, what brings you to this town?
The truth is...
I'm looking for a man.
Is that so?
Indeed. I take it this is your first visit, so let me give you some free advice. I've been in this town like 3 times before. You'll be wanting to press a few leaves into the palm of the guards. There's a toll. Not a toll as such. You see, the Lord here...
What?
Hey, what's this you say about a toll? I ne'd not that before. What? I ne'd not that before.
Oi.
Shut your gob. And what's this tincture in your sack? Smuggler, are ye?
What?
What? That ain't mine. I swear on me mother's grave. Of course it ain't. I suggest you confess your crimes here and now, unless you'd rather tell it to the Master-at-Arms. And that, good sir, is why you'll want some spare coin at the ready. But the law? Those men are the law here. Their rule is absolute, I'm sorry to say. No doubt that potion was the guard's own. Defy them at your peril. A pretext to toss you in their jail is at the ready.
What?
Does no one bring them to task for their deeds? Wait. Does no one bring them to task for their deeds? Okay.
Afraid not.
Not I. I can tell you that. I do exactly as they tell me. As should you. Punishment is swift and harsh here, both for those who have broken the law and those who have not. A handful of leaves, sir, is my advice. The more you can spare, the better. I only pray that poor traveler has the wits and means to give the soldiers what they seek. Else...
Swoons.
And what of the lord of this place? He does nothing to stop this mummery? He encourages it. You see, ever since Lord Werner took over here...
Nick!
Oi, stop prattling and stop moving. Yes, sir. 1,000 pardons. My turn. Perhaps we'll meet again inside. Aye. Werner is the Lord? By the gods, what happened here?
Nick!
Another scruffy vagabond. Let's see what rubbish you're toting in that bag. Oh, I got some of these legendary weapons, you know? Will this do?
Ooh.
Oh ho! Quick on the uptake, this one. keep that up and you'll do alright in this town, mate.
Very well.
Might I ask a question, good sir? About this man Werner.
Huh?
That's Lord Werner to the likes of ye. What business could ye be having with his lordship?
No.
No business, friend. Just wondering what kind of man Lord Werner is. He's bleeding wonderful here. Best thing whatever happened to this town. Now piss off. We got work to do.
I see.
By your leave. There was fear in those eyes. A sellsword captain turned provincial landlord. This Werner has certainly moved up in the world. Whoops, I didn't press anything. There we go. The control stick was acting up.
Good heavens.
The town is in turmoil. What is exactly that? Which is exactly what I'd expect after. Stop it, control sticks. After seeing the behavior of those charged with policing it. Still, it will be no small test getting at Werner. A difficult foe, to be sure. If there was ever a time when I was in need of a scholar's wisdom, it is now. Then it's most fortunate I am here now. I do have some thoughts, as it happens. An oppressive regime such as this is bound to foster discontent and dissatisfaction. I suggest seeking out the victims. Find those who are most downtrodden, who are suffering the greatest. They will tell you what you need to know. I see. I shall do as you counsel. You will? I trust your knowledge and insight, else I would not have asked. Well then, it is an honor to be of service. What is this? Ain't you never seen a pyre before? It's for the lordship's burning. Once a month, some poor sap gets tied to them stakes and burned alive for their sins.
Indeed.
For this month, for last month, and for the month before that too. The law of the land it is.
It cannot be.
Used to be outlaws and rogues what got burned. What weren't long before it were drunks and beggars up there for their slightest crimes. Shouldn't say this out loud, but nowadays all it takes is a cavil at his lordship's rule. And thus the pall that oppresses this place. These are words they don't know. No one knows who will finger you for what, so we creep about like mice, doing our best not to be noticed. Try to scarp her too, and poof, just looking guilty will some addle deal. So, traveler, now you know the kind of place you fetched up into. Best finish your business and be on your way as soon as you can. Now, if you'll be excusing me.
I see.
Let me just go fight him. Let me just go defeat him in an honorable duel, one-on-one. Am I all healed up? Yeah. If I remember right, there's both a mansion and sewers in this place, but I don't think Olberic will go into both. I don't know. If one of them's just small, then I'd understand. You. I met you in the square. What are... listen mate, you never seen me, alright? Is he there?
Let none escape.
He can't have gone far. Sniff him out.
Oi!
Oi, you. See any dodgy looking come through this way? Running for dear life like as not? Dodgy? A rebel. A man plotting dark schemes against his lordship himself.
Indeed.
Sounds like a dangerous man. I did see one suspicious fellow, running hard in that direction.
That's right.
That must be him. Come on, we'll corner the rat yet.
Are you hurt?
They're gone. You can breathe easy now. Gods bless you, mate.
Well,
Tell me, why were they after you? Couldn't rightly say.
I see.
They said you were a rebel, that you were plotting against the Lord. An organized resistance could help me get close to Werner. Listen, I came to this place in search of this Werner. Are there others who fight for your cause? If you have a leader, pray, take me to him. God's teeth, are you daft? I can't be introducing strangers what I barely know. Then let me tell you about one more. Then let me tell you more about me. I know how to swing a blade for one. Reckoned as much? You've got that air about you. But hang me, this. Oh, but hang me. But hang me, this ain't somat what I can go deciding on me own.
Ah.
Alright, how's these? What was that? Prove you know how to use that blade of yours. There's a man back of the square who wears a red hat. He's with us, the strongest we got. If you can beat him, then I'll introduce you to the boss, alright?
As you wish.
If that's what it takes. But you promised me some, alright? You lose. You make yourself scarce. Never come back here again.
I see.
You have my word. I'll go ahead and warn him. You find me when you're ready. Okay. We have to go beat a guy up. I wonder if Olberic will be strong enough for this. He can heal himself in the middle of battle if he needs it, but I think he should be fine on a one-on-one duel. Let's see. Yeah, I hope this guy isn't too tough. He's the one. He is. Want to see if he can use that sword of his.
Ready when you are.
Very well. I am ready when you are. I think I've fought people that strong.
Let us fight with honor. Victory shall be mine.
Alright. I'm gonna just assume Lance. No, it wasn't Lance.
The battle is truly joined. Out of my way! Now then. Victory shall be mine.
And then we can go ahead and do a Brand's Thunder.
Unbending. I wreak havoc upon thee! Now then.
Gonna go ahead and
How
heal.
about this? Have at you! Cursed witchery!
Is poison cheating? I don't think it's cheating, but it's definitely not something you should do is... I'm gonna have to heal this turn.
How about this? I play out of my way. Victory shall be
Alright,
mine.
go ahead and heal
How about
myself.
this? The battle is true.
And then just put him in the loop like I did earlier. I should be able to get a Branch Thunder on him soon enough.
How about you? Cursed witchery. My blade is unbending. I wreak havoc upon thee.
There we go.
With each battle, I grow stronger.
I yield. There's no doubting this one's strength.
Indeed.
I did my part. Now it's your turn. I would meet with your leader at once. Deal's the deal. My name's Reggie, by the way. Come on, I'll take you to the den. Okay, so I assume the sewers will just be that area. I don't expect the guy to be living in the sewers and the resistance to be in the mansion. That'd be silly.
Ho-ho!
Boss, got someone here you might want to meet.
Well met.
So I've heard. Welcome, sir. You may call me Harold. I understand that you are Sir Olberic. What? How do you know my name? Word of your deeds in Wellspring reached me some time ago. Captain Bale and I speak quite often, you see.
Well,
He's a good man. But if you'll excuse me, I'll get straight to the point. I must know everything you can tell me about this Lord Werner. Of course. But perhaps you will first do me the honor of explaining what business you have with him.
Yes.
A former sellsword captain. Yes, Werner is certainly that. As the saying goes, known thine enemy. Let it suffice to say I've taken a great interest in the man's past.
indeed.
Very prudent of you.
The truth is...
Werner claims noble blood, but closer examination reveals what he possesses. Wait, whoops, is what titles he possesses were bought with gold. He accused the former lord of these lands from larceny and pillage, and won the support of the common folk. Even the burghers were persuaded to make common cause, and soon enough he had them proclaim him the new lord. But once he took power, that's when the terror began.
Swoons.
Terror. Death by fire for criminals, with executions held once per month. The populace initially hailed the new regime. Many were happy to see villains and blackguards get their comeuppance. Yeah, I got to read the word comeuppance. But it did not end there. Okay,
Yes.
before I continue, Olberic has this habit of all of his dialogue. Someone's saying something, and then he just finishes it for him, like all the time. I don't know if that's something they decided to do, and you're gonna have to excuse me, my throat. I need some water. Ah, audible gulp noise. Okay. Just so, how many murderers can one town harbor after all? Pickpockets and swindlers were next, then a dishonest merchant. Any peccadillo became a capital offense. In time, mere accusation was enough to land a man on the pyre. Even the clearest calumny, what? And yet, by this time, no one dared raise their voice in opposition. Some had, early on, but when they appeared tied to the stakes at the next burning, the rest understood that in silence lay their only hope for survival. But you resist this despot, and so do others like you. Yes, Olberic, thank you. We do. Many of us have been forced to look on as family and friends, falsely accused, or taken by the flame. I am one of them. Werner accused the former Lord of corruption, but those accusations were lies. I know, for the former Lord was my father. And so I have taken upon myself to restore his honor and name, and to free the people of this domain from Werner's tyranny. Almost said territory. With each passing day, our ranks grow. At long last, we are poised, ready to strike back.
Well then.
You give me reason to believe we will have common cause in this undertaking. Will you join us, Sir Olberic?
Indeed.
Even if this tyrant were not the man I seek, I'd have reason enough to join you. My sword is yours.
I am thankful.
Fair befall you, sir. Your presence gives us all courage.
Well then.
Now, without further ado, allow me to explain our plot. First, we shall launch a diversionary attack in the square, and draw as many of Werner's men as we can. Then our best swordsmen shall infiltrate the Lord's mansion by way of a secret passage known only to me. It is a simple, it is a simple enough plan, but such are the best in revolution and war. Prepare as you will, then come to me again when you are ready to fight.
As you wish.
Understood. I will do just that. Alright, well all I really need to do is just save before we do it. Also, I was looking at this water texture in that split section. I don't think the water texture is good. Nah, that could be better. Wait a minute, what are those bottles on? Oh, they're actually just floating, okay. So this is how Werner chooses to rule. He thinks he can intimidate people into obedience. And he's not wrong either. But it doesn't work on everyone. Some people don't scare easy. Like you, for example. Yeah, like me. When I was a kid, I had my share of beatings from people who thought they could break me. But I'd shrug it off, vowed that no one would ever tell me what to do. You are saying Harold and his friends are also such men? Maybe. But the question is, can you trust them? The more men we can recruit to the cause, the better our chance of success. It's going to take more than just numbers. Agreed. But there are many ways to win a battle. Heh, sounds like you have something up your sleeve. Color me impressed. Or interested, actually. Not impressed. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to him. Oh, I can't scrutinize him? Can I... Let me steal from him. Then, follow me. I assume we'll have to go through the sewers, and then we'll just end up at the mansion. It'll be kind of like Primrose's, chapter 2? No, chapter 3. Wait a minute. Yeah, wait. No, chapter 2, yes. My father had this passage constructed as an escape route in the event of a siege. Never did I dream I would one day use it to break into our home. Our men in the square have begun their feint, The hell? Wait, I forget how to pronounce that. Faint? Yeah. Yeah. But they will not be able to hold out for long once Werner's men arrive.
Come.
We must move quickly. I can only assume that this will be easy. Oh, travel banter.
This bodeth ill.
I do not liken this. What's troubling you? It hath been too easy. Something is not right. I know the plan is sound. I believe it should succeed. Yet still, something troubleth me, and I cannot reason in it away. You would do well to listen to our instincts. They oft speak the truth. Is there anything you recall that gave rise to your suspicion? No. 'Tis just that. I feel like we are in deer being drawn into a hunter's trap. But our foe is a soldier, a man of war, and thou knowest his kind better than I. Soldier or beast, a hunter's instinct should never be ignored. I am grateful for the warning. Whatever may be, I shall stand in by thy side until this quest is complete, and I by yours. Let it be so. Okay. So I guess we just, gotta be careful. The thing I could imagine happening is that what's the leader? Harold is just gonna betray us. Oh, I didn't heal Olberic. Skills. Equip support skills. Let's go ahead and put on evasive maneuvers, just so I don't have to worry about this. And I assume I have to go the long ways to get that chest. It's a purple one, so I need it. Herb of Valor. I think that cures fear? I think fear's the one that stops BP. Imperial Helm? I got one of those earlier. No one needs that.
It's a good day for battle.
Oh look, the same enemies as the last place. What a coincidence.
Lux Conjurer! Out of my way.
Is this guy almost dead? Yeah, he almost died. Should have, stole SP. I would have just been able
Where's
to get
the nearest
that back.
tavern?
I'm just assuming, the twist is either going to be that Harold is the guy we have to fight and is in fact Werner, and this is all a big elaborate ruse, which I think that's going a bit too far, honestly. I can't believe that. Or it's just, Werner fully predicted this, and it's all a big trap. I'm so glad Cyrus is fast.
Lux Conjurer!
I think he might be faster than Therion since he's going first.
I appreciate it, really. And that's that.
I'm just excited to see what the boss is. I don't think anything's gonna be as cool as Earhart was. Both the way it was set up and the fact that his sprite just looked cool. And was in fact just a replica of his, tiny sprite. It was just so cool. And I don't know if they can do that again. Because we don't know who this Werner person is. Earhart has been built up the whole time. Whereas, we were just told about this Werner guy recently, which is something I can complain about in this story, but it's nothing crazy. I might as well just steal it.
I appreciate it, really.
Why is Cyrus going last? What determined that last time?
What next?
I don't know what to do. Let's go ahead and do Arrow Storm. Arrow Storm has been a lot more accurate lately, and I'm enjoying that.
Have a...
What is that?
That guy, he's confused. How'd that happen?
Oh, ice! Pierce them through! You should have studied harder.
I wonder if the mansion itself will be a dungeon. If that's the case, I should heal up before I go in there. And in fact, there's a save point right here, so... let's go ahead and unequip this. Put on Elemental Augmentation again. Because there might be a fight here. I never know.
Come.
Only a short ways to go now. I thank you again for your aid, my friends. Today, Werner's reign of terror comes to an end. Reign of terror, do you call it? Strong and able rule, say we. Well, look out!
But
What the?
Demons take thee.
Out of my way. Why did they use this quote, out of my way? Demons take them, but these two will not fall easily. He's dangerous, that one. Deal with him. Yes, Lord Werner. Your lordship. Wait, which one's... Wait. Is he... I'm confused. Is he here? You're as easy to read as that lily-livered father of yours. Wait, how does he know our dad? What? I'm confused. As we speak, my men are squashing what remains of your diversionary... Oh! Oh, he doesn't mean Olberic's dead. He means Harold's. What remains of your diversionary farce in the town square.
damn it.
Werner, but how did you... Egads, you really are your father's son, aren't you? It was immediately obvious the riot in the square was merely a distraction. All that hubbub to such little aim. It hardly required a scholar's deduction to determine where the main strike was to fall. What a feeble, flaccid scheme. Better you had burned down the entire city. Did concern for your fellow citizens hold you back, as though you had the latitude for such charity?
Bah.
You needn't answer. You can ponder your folly while you await your fate in our jails. I was worried we might run out of scoundrels for the pyres. Now, thanks to you, you will have plenty for months to come. The people will be most grateful for the respite, I don't doubt.
Werner!
Rot in hell, you murderous brute!
Do it.
Fire.
Spare us! We surrender!
Someone stop them! God have mercy!
I'm confused. Weren't they gonna capture them and burn them? Now they're killing them.
Is this my fate again? Must I stand by and watch helplessly? Watch while those I swore to protect are cut down before me.
Sir Olberic, look out!
Damn it all!
Did he say Olberic? Ah, the unbending blade in the flesh.
That's the same voice actor as Olberic.
Unbending blade of... Where was it again?
No,
Your
no, it's not.
subtlety escapes me.
It just sounds like him.
Silence, you cur! I have sworn an oath to defend these people from your treachery.
Aye, he has the right of it. We'll protect them. Together.
Oh, this is as cool as I thought. I didn't think it'd be this cool.
Harold, What are you doing here?
Wellspring was out of danger. Found myself at a loose end. So here I am. Been a while, then. Or is it your lordship? Moved up in the world since we last met, you have.
Now here's a pair I ne'er thought I'd see reunited.
A few moons ago, I'd have been as surprised as you are. But here we are, nonetheless. Two swords, standing as one. For friendship, for those we would protect, the twin blades of Hornburg will fight together once more. Right, Olberic, you with me?
Shoulder to shoulder, old friend. That is why I wield this blade. Have at you!
What demons are they? My eyes can't follow their blades.
Stand and fight, you cowards, or you'll feel my blade! Well, what about the rest of you cravens? Better fancy your chances with them, or with me? Ah!
That's more like it.
Leave the lackeys to me. You go after Werner. He's not one to flee so easily. He's just buying time. For what the gods only know.
These men are moved by fear and violence. The mind that yoked them can be spared no quarter. Thank you, Earhart. I leave this place in your hands.
Godspeed, my friend.
That was pretty cool. And now we have the second part of this dungeon. Do we need to go this way? It looks like we might. Nope. There is a chest.
Time to teach you a
My
lesson.
ears. I should definitely put on evasive maneuvers then if we're gonna be refighting things.
Lux Conjurer. Not bad. A passing grade.
I don't need to extend this anymore. Skills, equip sport skills, elemental augmentation to evasive maneuvers. There we go. Wait. Yeah, that's nothing. Kind of hard to see since the mini-map was over it. I see a door there. Are there stairs on the left here? What? There's a save point up there. I am confused. Is there not a door here? There is not. That's weird.
Tis a good day for battle.
All of these poor fools don't know. Oh no, they've lowered his critical hits.
Lux Conjurer.
Well, that guy lived.
Come in, if thou dare. I honor thee, my quarry.
Silver-filled pouch. I need to sell some of those. I think I have a lot of those just backed up. I see that upstairs area. I find it weird that I couldn't go to the other one yet, though. Maybe I have to come from that at a different direction. Actually, you know, that might be where I'm actually... Yeah, that's where I'm going. I'm stupid.
Standest thou against me? Then be hunting.
Sadly, Cyrus isn't fast enough to go before these. That's weird. I still don't know how speed works in this game.
Lux Conjurer!
Have at you.
Let's... I honor thee, my quarry.
Oh, I find it funny. I'm looking at my other 3 party members, and they are all level 70 something, and Olberic hasn't even hit 50. I would normally be upset at things like that, but honestly, this game doesn't provide a good way to give EXP out of battle, which I don't really like. I feel like we're at a point in games where if you're gonna have separate party members, especially if all of them are required for the plot, that you would give them XP out of battle, if only half or anything.
Let us fight with honor.
I can't remember, but I think like the Hyper Dimension games didn't do it either. And so you were kind of forced to use the same party all the time.
Tenova Olberic!
Do I just have something that hits all of them? I do. There we go. Sadly, everything Hannah does takes up so much SP. And I recall from the same people that made that game, the Agares, Generations of War. It's like, yeah, you lose 4 characters a generation, so you're kind of behind on characters for the next one, and then some aren't even leveled up. You're like, this is a lot of time you're gonna make me spend to get these party members left. I mean, it's not worth it.
Come on, I've got
So yeah, 2 things I can complain about this game. The weird disconnect between the story and the events that are actually happening sometimes. And how come not everybody levels up?
Ignis are dead. Thus,
Thank you for doing so much damage, Cyrus. That's why I pay you the big bucks. You know what? I just thought of something. Does anything here up his speed? That ups his critical. Nothing in here up his speed? No. I was wondering, like, if I could give him something that upped his speed, would he be able to act first? That's all I wanted to see. Because if he can go first, that's better. Let's see. Any more stuff in there? There's a lot of chests in this place. That's a wall. Anything over here? Nope.
Standest thou against me? Then be hunting.
my turn.
Go ahead. Hit that guy. Go ahead and do Ignis Ardere.
Thus ends your lesson.
Another chest. A lot of it's just healing items, which is fine. I could use all of it. The jam's pretty good, just because that heals everything. No chest. Yeah, this is just the boss. Oh wait, there's one. You can't hide from me. However, depth perception can make me not figure out how to get it. Okay, before we go into 81 hours. I know not all of that's on the screen, but like that's a lot of time. Spiriting plums. And we should be fine. I hope this is voiced.
That's enough, Werner. Your villainy ends here.
Villainy, eh? What a waste of a good sword.
What? What nonsense are you spouting now?
A warrior of your skill and repute, serving as a glorified bodyguard for paupers and peasants. It isn't too late to find yourself a more worthy cause. Join me as captain of my guard. I will see that you are well compensated.
The flame take you and all you stand for. This sword would cut down 100 tyrants like you to protect the life of a single innocent and defenseless man.
Is that truly why you lug that steel around? For the sake of churls you hardly know? God's teeth. They grew fools thick and fast in that Hornburg of yours. Tell me, what harvest do you reap with your selfless valor? The gratitude of the rabble? Preening self-regard? Your self-righteous oath. The only cause a man needs is himself. Might is the one truth before which all things must yield. History has shown us this time and again.
What do you know of truth?
All I need to know. Or have you forgotten? You once wielded your sword for the sake of king and kingdom. How did that work out for you, eh, Sir Olberic? Your blade may be unbending, but did the man not break?
I cannot deny this. I failed both king and kingdom, and became a prisoner of my own past.
So why do you persist in this folly? Join me, and together we can...
But on this journey, I have learned something new. To protect someone is to gaze into the future with eyes unclouded.
What is this starry-eyed hogwash you speak?
To gaze into their future, and the world they would one day build. A bright future that we might share together. This is for what I fight. This is why I must protect those in need. Tell me, Werner, who stands by you? When you look to the future, who gazes with you over the bleak landscape that your might has seized?
Enough prattle, fool! My future is as boundless as my power and ambition. No one can stand with me, for I need no man.
You are deaf to reason because you have nothing of substance to protect. And so, it falls to my sword to speak the truth. I will not fail.
He's on a horse! He's on a horse!
Out of my way.
I didn't read what that said.
I appreciate it, really.
The battle is truly joined.
Yeah, I didn't read what that said.
Come, if you dare!
What is the logical...
I wonder if he'll be weak to light.
Lux Conjurer!
Letting the hunt begin.
I'm gonna go ahead and do the good old-fashioned leg hold trap.
Out of my way.
What can I do to you? That's what I can do. Let's go ahead and reduce his physical strength. I don't know how he will be attacking. I assume he'll kick me with his horse.
Lux Conjurer!
Victory shall be mine!
Olberic, you... I don't know, just go ahead and do cross strike? Yeah, that did nothing.
Coming.
I'm gonna keep his pips for when he needs the heal.
Yeah.
Hunter skill, another leg hold trap. You know what? I'm gonna boost that to max. Won't affect him this turn, but hey. Yeah, it's totally fine.
Letting the hunt beginning.
Cyrus has Doom on him, and that's not great. What about Axe? Axe is fine.
No,
Olberic, you go ahead and heal us.
a miracle indeed.
You,
Feel the
we're
power.
gonna do some shenanigans.
What's this now?
You do Lux Conjurer.
What is the logical course of action?
You can do it again.
Conjurer!
Light.
Letting the hunt
Yep,
beginning.
that works for me. And now, I would like to do one of these will probably be good. Tiger
Anger
Rage.
and not tiger.
No, my blade is unbending.
I can go ahead and do Branch Thunder.
I wreak havoc upon thee.
Come in, if thou darest.
I have another turn where he's not acting. I'm gonna go ahead and use this energizing pomegranate.
My turn.
Now, Therion, you go ahead and steal some SP.
I appreciate it. Really.
An interesting
Cyrus, you go ahead and do Lux Conjurer.
Conjurer!
Letting the hunt be coming.
Hannah, you do Windheld's Battle Cry.
Windhild, fight with us.
This might actually be enough to kill him. Yep, there we go.
Thou didst fight with courage.
I won't lie, I'm a little upset that these bosses aren't talking in the middle of these battles.
It is over. Now, before you die, tell me this. Why Hornburg?
The gate of Finis.
The what of what?
The gate of Finis lies in Hornburg. I had to have it.
You destroyed a proud and prosperous realm, led countless multitudes to their deaths, all for some gate? You thought that a price worth paying?
We all hold the worth of men and nations in different measure.
No, wait!
A sword to protect the weak. Look at this point, fool. It was made for killing, and you are a killer as much as I. I spit on your cause, your justice. I will not die by your sorry blade. No, I shall go out on my own terms. Rot in hell, false knight.
3 days passed since the successful uprising. With the deaths of their lord, Werner's lackeys laid down their arms, and so peace and freedom returned to Riverford.
Hail!
Who goes there? It's just me, your old mate Reggie. Just wanted to say my thanks.
Well,
Aha. Ah, yes, of course. Come in.
Ah,
Oh, you're here too, are you?
hmm?
You know each other?
Ha!
After you helped me in that alley off the square, we ran into each other. You told me where I might find you. Thank you for that, by the by.
ho!
What's the least I could do, good sir? Besides, it's us who should be saying thanks. Hang me if you two ain't... If you two hadn't fetched up in our town, we're forever in your debt.
No.
We simply did what had to be done.
Haha.
It won't be easy, but we've started putting the pieces back together. Lord Harold's back in his rightful place and working to bring everyone together again. Werner's reign left a lot of bitterness and hurt, but most of the wounds will heal when the time and patience. Please just put D's and H's in your words, please. Just so. Your fate and future are in your own hands once more. Exactly right, sir. We're going to make sure we do things proper from now on. Werner said before he died that every... Wait. Oh, whoa, where? Werner said before he died that every man measures the worth of lives and nations differently. For all his vices, the man may have a point. At the end of the day, I'm just a man with a sword, and nothing more. But I can wield that sword for a cause, for a future far greater than my own worth. Men like us, protecting those we care for is all we can do in this world.
I see.
Perhaps so. And yet, when I look through this window and see what we have wrought here, I know we've done enough.
How long has it been since I left? It's as if nothing has changed.
Crivens, sir! You always was quick as lightning, and you ain't slowed down none that I could tell.
Good thing, too. Else I might have had the tip of your blade sticking out my back right now.
Nay, could never get one over on you, sir. That's why I never hold back.
Then let's pray that it continues to be so. Still, you have been training hard, I see. You swing a heavier blade than before.
I do?
Aye, and quicker too. How fare the others?
Crivens, what am I thinking? I've got to run and tell the others you're back. They'll dance a jig to hear the news, I wager.
While pursuing the mystery left by Werner's dying words, I stopped over in my second home. Erhardt, likewise, returned to Wellspring. He had to go back, he said, and watch over those he'd sworn to protect. When I found my answer, when I realized the cause I truly fought for, faces came unbidden to my mind. To all who need me, this oath I offer.
Whenever my strength is needed, I shall come to where you are, and I shall wield my sword to protect you. I have much more to protect now than I did when my journey started. And I know that if I am to fulfill my vow, I must grow stronger still.
Hang me, but the boy spoke true. It's Sir Olberic in the flesh. Sir Olberic!
Welcome home, sir.
It's good to be back.
That's a nice picture. Yeah. Olberic's nose looks weird though. Looks like it's a bit too far to the left. But anyway, thanks for watching. That was Olberic's Chapter 4. Setting up some of like why Hornburg was needed, which I'm sure we'll find out more of that later. But yeah, I really liked Olberic's story, especially when Earhart came in again. Because it's cool. I have a soft spot in my heart for knights. So, I'll see you next time when we do Primrose's Chapter 4.